Do you ever have that feeling that you're not supposed to be wearing what you're wearing? No, I'm not tangled up in a mess. I swear to God, this is the slowest day on the planet and the fastest day at the same time. Everything's been running behind. There was a nice little backup on the bridge. Got here pretty fast though for backup on the bridge. So if anybody knows I'm here and I'm covered in Lola hair. Got my nails done, took a little longer than normal, and it doesn't help with the terrier running around who's like the sweetest thing on the planet, and he's getting older, as her mom says. Hello, the person who's invisible. Oh my God, I'm here. It's gorgeous out here and still smells. Jesus Christ. Hi, sitting. So yeah, it's like, you know, those little things that drive you crazy when you're doing something like dropping your keys and, you know, kicking over something. And it's like, that's what my whole day has been, except when I was getting my nails done, because those girls are sweethearts and they love to hear me chatter, which is the funny part. I can't schedule everything on a Tuesday, but I've spent 2.5 hours chattering with the girls, so I love the stories. Hi, Papa Cat. I said it in the clouds. Hi, Keith. Good. That's what Papa Cat's supposed to do. Yeah, my brother's hanging out on the Golden Gate, the iconic Golden Gate. It's like, they should just name it Iconic Golden Gate. Mike Carl, that's my brother. That's what we call the fog out here. K-A-R-L, Carl. So, I'm the club he goes to. But yeah, and there's probably belonged to the natives at some time, some island that's off. Everybody thinks it's Alcatraz and it's not. It's Angel Island. Carl's hanging out there too. Doesn't make any sense. Hi, Carrie Ann. I didn't get to see your video. I have to replay it because I was talking to the girls. I think I even said that to you real fast. They totally are just like, so blah blah blah, when I ask them about blah blah blah. It's like, how are you doing? How is everything? Total mama cat to them. And then they're like, tell us. What is it like? And of course now I'm excited because, you know, my cousin, that's what we used to call everybody growing up. Instead of my brother from another mother, we'd say cousin. So since my cousin Kamala is now going to be running for office and has the delegates and everything else, I'm excited. So it's going to be so cool to say that the president's from Oakland, which I don't think anybody ever expected. Twice? Oh, that's so cool. You rock, Carrie Ann, what they thought you were gone. Oh, my manicurists. I have one do my paws and one do my claws. That's what I call it, my paws and claws. Because they started a nail salon in Alameda that is, they're both from, God, one's from Newark and the other one's from Modesto. So they love to hear the stories about Oakland and around here. So, today is Thursday, isn't it? Jesus, why can't I ever get here on time on a Thursday? No, run to close the doors. You know, I'm evil. Oh, I'm coming to get you. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, poor thing. They can't even afford gold anymore? He had like a beige vest back on. How weird. So, my manicurist, it's like I can't listen to anything because I'm always talking to them. They love to talk to me, and I'm pretty much mama cat to them too. So I do the what are you up to, and they tell me what part of Oakland to stay out of, because a lot of it is hype. It's the bad neighborhoods are usually the bad neighborhoods from like history. And so, because they had Oakland being a whole beat up town, and it's not. I drove through it. drove by where I used to live, and now I'm slightly miffed because I would have loved to just restore the house I grew up in and kept the backyard. Backyard was huge. In like an urban area, a big backyard is like, you know, nirvana. So, hi Jen Wow. I saw you open. I'm like, did I put a schedule up to me? No, I just told you guys I was going to be late. Yes, that's when you realize you're out of gas and you are not getting gas in San Francisco because it is easily $2 more. I think there's something going on in Chinatown because I hear it could be could be like a building dedication because I hear like noise and people. So there's probably something going on in Chinatown since it is a block away. So, hi No Face. Yes, I know. I got Fuzz's text, and luckily enough, I could answer it before she went into it. So I do thumbs up because it's just the easiest instead of me just going, you know, blah 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 when I don't need to. What address are you looking for? What address? Address?
8. Number 8.
Probably 8 Columbus?
No, 8 Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus.
8.
I think it's these guys.
I think it's in here.
Yeah, go for it. I don't know why they don't, but people have asked. So you can just open the door and then go in. Uh-huh. I love it when I'm just nice. Well, and I don't have tip money. I keep forgetting to do that. I don't see them very often, and I try to leave them tip money because they don't, and that's really butthead thing to do. So, yes, the Fugazi building. Can you hear it? You're welcome. I know, that's what I figured.
You live around here, huh?
No, grew up here though. Yeah, you hear that? It's like sirens, cop sirens really low, and horns. I wonder where they're coming down from. We should go look at the corner and see what's up. Because that's obviously celebration stuff. It's like, I grew up with this stuff when I was, I heard this stuff when I was growing up, and it was sometimes more fun than chasing cops, because it's like, what are we celebrating? Is there going to be a dragon? Because, you know, San Francisco has a Chinatown, Oakland has a Chinatown. Let's see. And then you had some, in Palo Alto, they opened up a new store at Stanford, and they had, 2 dragons, 2 baby dragons. So, I don't know what's up. Yeah, so make sure you follow them around, and you know, you get used to it. It's very, no, they're not loud ass people. They're celebrating something loud ass. Like I said, Chinese New Year around here was also a big deal. You got used to it. That, and it was like when you found out what a red envelope was, your parents had to give you one. Because yeah, I grew up in a melting pot, so we melted everything together. Like when people say cultural appropriation, it's like, no, it's just called Monday. Yeah, there's something going on. Let's see. Oh, well, it's a protest, I think. Let's see. It's a protest of something. So there are probably angry old Chinese people being a little upset. They're bothering their park. So I wonder what's a protest for. So actually, we've had like the latest protests beyond the very normal one at this point. Oh, it's coming right here. Oh, cool. I thought it was a protest. It's got a cross out front. I don't know. But let's find out what's going on today. Another day in San Francisco, which is normal for me. A funeral? There's a very famous Chinese funeral house around here. But no, this is a protest. Maybe it's Palestine. It's very small. So, hi you. Hi you. Hi you. Are you upset? I'm sorry. A lot of noise for him. I know. For some reason, dogs love me. That's why it's like, I'm sorry. No, yeah, he's hiding. That's why it's like, it's okay. Have a good one. Okay. Oh, it is the janitors. It's they've been. I actually think I showed them the other day too. A couple months ago, it was the janitors. They are protesting against the hotel people. So essential workers. So this is cool. They were doing it for Wells Fargo a couple of months ago. So if you guys can hear me, because I can't walk away from this. This is down Columbus. So. See, this is what we get to do here. This is what we get to do here. And see, they probably scheduled this so they could do this here. They're doing the protest because obviously the hotels haven't signed a contract. They all agreed to go back during tourist season. So I guess they thought that the janitorial service was going to stop. So I bet you $100 there's going to be a major protest tomorrow. Because they took it for granted that since we've been out of tourist area, that they would just fold over like big business does. So, hi Ellie. So yeah, so we're watching the janitorial or essential worker protest because they don't have a contract and haven't had one now I think since January. So. Welcome to San Francisco. Now you know why the cops don't bother with me. So, and this is not good that they haven't signed a contract because we have a lot of hotels here, and I'm crooked for some reason. I don't know, Ellie. So, yeah, it's a pretty long one. Maybe they're going to end up in front of Wells Fargo again. I guess they're the ones who are working on their contract or something. So it's like, I just figured I'd sit here for a while because it's like there's a lot of noise. I can't really walk around it or walk away from it. I mean, you heard it when it was a block away. So, and just letting you know what's going on. And welcome to San Francisco. We've been openly protesting since 1958. And we're very well known for it. So that's why Scientology, it's like, dude, there's only me here. They're not going to mess with me. I'm sure they check on me every day, but that's about it. So, yeah, they're just doing the fair wage thing because these are the maids and janitors and housekeepers and everybody else. So, should all be able to demand for a fair wage. This is the tree hugger in me talking. So, oh wow, they're going to where are they? They're sort of eating their tail now. They're all at the base of the Transamerica. So maybe I might be able to get away from it a little bit. But I think they're going to be based at Transamerica and I can just walk down the street, I guess. Yeah, because we're nearing the end. So, yes. Today's protest was brought to you by essential hotel workers protesting. So, yeah, see, that's why I don't worry about Scientology, because, oh my God, they're actually escorting these people, and with at least 7 cops, I think, and one, hello, you, how are you? That was a baby Australian shepherd, not Australian shepherd, Australian cattle dog. So, now, and then the people supporting them with the horns. See, I'm used to this. This is home to me. It's like, I can be fine here. See, the cars are for the people. So, I wonder what Scientology thinks when I'm just sitting there having a good old time watching the protest, and they're all just like, but she scares us. I don't think so, people. So yes, sparkly. Gotta help fellow man. And it's so weird that I know about this. I think the only reason I know about this protest is because I walked up to it about 4 or 5 months ago, because I was wondering what it was, and it was like really cool. Anyway, so how was that for a protest? I'm only one person. They don't bother with me. So Equifax, TransUnion, and I always forget one. Equifax, TransUnion, and oh well. Find out what your credit score is. It's probably 0 because you can't go negative. Then make sure you have a bank account, because you should always have a bank account. If you can save up, I'm not sure, I'll look it up tonight to see how much you need to have to open a savings account, because you should always belong to a bank, period. Credit unions aren't doing very well right now because they're being hacked. So, you should see me, I'm smiling my head off. Let me see if I can turn it around. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I caught you. You're looking at me. Yes, I'm sitting here talking to you guys. That's not my protest. That's a different protest. Welcome to San Francisco. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you spend money here. And when you're done, you can leave. Oh my God. I love it. I know. Tell me about it. You're not the one who's here, baby. So, yes, SEIU, yes. So, Ellie, be good. I don't know what's going on. Welcome to the Hotel San Francisco. You can check it anytime you like, but you can never leave. Yes. And yeah, these people are doing it not on their shift too, on top of that. So think about it. Their kids are still pissed off because they don't get to see them all the time. So, yeah, my link. Okay. Keith. Hi, Keith. Yes, I got that one. 94 outside. Wow. No, it's probably 75. But you got the wind here. So, let's see, I'm going up. You'll get used to it. I'm already used to it. I almost died. Yes, they're loud-ass people, but they're trying to get their point through in the financial district. That's why these protests happen here. It's to keep aware the people who have money. So that's why a lot of the Palestinian ones have been here too. So, because you're helping the bad side, you know, sort of thing. Oh, okay, then you know what to do. So, let's see. Don't turn on red. You're funny. I'm sorry. She just came out of the doors. I've lost you guys. Oh my God. And to top it off with a foghorn. This is why I'm from here. because it's just so normal to have all this go on. Okay, cool. Corroded pixel. Why did I think correlated? Is JDSA's alternative. Yes, Denver Scientology. Oh, you were torturing No Face with his ears? Yeah, welcome to San Francisco. Now get the fuck out. Yep. Oh. Well, think of Papa Cat. He's probably just like, what the hell are they doing over there? Just another protest, sweetie. And just the janitorial protest. Which I actually think would be sort of important, because that's the last thing you want would be supportive staff not working at a hotel, don't you think? So, now that's a real one. And I wonder where it's coming from. Yes, and most of our protests are nonviolent. I say most because, 90%, 10%, that would not be all. So, the only thing is I felt sorry for the poor doodle that came up, but I'm so the Linda, so he came up and sort of leaned against me. That's why she was like, he's nervous. I go, yeah, and they love me, and he came to be safe. Right signal, maybe you're right. It was the left signal. Yes, I do know right from left. On the odd days that are even. And there goes the foghorn again. And I never found out what that was for last time. I just have a feeling because Carl is hanging out at the iconic, I'm from the East Bay, can't you tell? Around that big bridge over there, is that they're just doing their horns because they're going through some thick fog. Because you can't drive to Fort Point anymore, which is in Vertigo, when he tries to go save the chick. Don't you wish you were out here enjoying democracy in action instead of being in there upset about your numbers? I take it you didn't make them, since everybody is still in there not enjoying themselves. I mean, I was running late today, so maybe you guys ran late. You can fix it. You can just come out here and join the democracy and become one of us. And that's not a weird thing to be. So I don't understand why you guys have to be in there and, prove to other people that your club is the right club to be in. When even the little guy was not meant to be the one take over. He did that like a coup. So, and I saw the thing on Growing Up today, and it was about how the two detectives chased around one of the original guys for 25 years. $2 million they spent on that. You guys couldn't feed the homeless with that one, huh? You had to go chasing around some guy who said he had more information, so you could make sure that it didn't get out. That's weird. The not weird thing, since you want to be, a CHURCH, is to help the people on the outside, not chase one guy around with two private eyes. So that would make more sense. And then you could hold your head up and say that you are a CHURCH. But if you're not helping the people on the outside, and you're not helping your people on the inside because you don't treat the elderly well either, then maybe you should just become a club, because that's all it breaks down to, is sort of like a fraternity. Thank you, sir. May I have another? That's what it breaks down to be. So, I'm sorry. You can just leave anytime you want. That's when he chases me around. Or the one I chase around. You don't have to stay. Just leave. I'm sorry. You're getting cooties. Your overlord is coming back. Overlord. I haven't seen him. Oh, God, I bet you I missed him. I bet you that parade was a distraction. Damn it. It's hard to remember that it's Thursday, because I was thrown off by my cousin. Yeah, I blame her for everything. And so I didn't see Lord God King Bufu come out. Or I could have been late. I don't ever realize what time he comes out, and I don't see his car. So, no drive-bys. Something decent must have happened, though, because, you know, the second in charge. Hide your computers! Hide your phones! It used to be a joke of hide your porno, but you can't say that to them. Hide your band books! He's here! So, yes, the only club is mine. Ah. Let's see. Temperature out here right now, I want to say it's like 75. And we're hearing the foghorn. I'm not going to be upset about it. I think we only get it because it's a nice day and Carl's hanging out at the bridge. So, okay, how far have I gotten? Okay. Let's see, temperature out here. Your day's ending wise. I'm having one of those. There is perspective for everything. So some people can't hear, some people have exceptional hearing, right? Yeah, I think so. I have that. I can hear my bulbs, my hue bulbs. It's really fun. I guess I learned to ignore it. Yes, the only club is mine. They tricked you. Yes. They tricked me. His Highness left without me knowing. I don't see his car. So he could be parked in a garage too. Unless he doesn't have the money. I mean, he doesn't have any money. Garages aren't cheap around here. They start about like at 19 bucks. That's why I actually find parking spaces now. 2 hours in a parking space is like $9, which is hella cheap compared to everything else. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you miss your chosen family? Don't you want to come out and hang out here in the beautiful sun and watch democracy in action? You know, you don't have to sit there and wallow in your misery if you did not make your money. That's not what you're supposed to be doing anyway if you're a religion. I'm in the sun too much. You know, you're supposed to be one of those. You're supposed to be helping people outside of your club and inside of your club instead of turning your elderly into light janitorial. We just had the protest for it. Or cafeteria workers, essential workers. We just had the protest for it. See, it's like everybody deserves a livable wage, and that goes for the Sea Org people too. I mean, most of you probably take public transit in because you can't afford the parking. Hell, most of you don't live in San Francisco because you can't afford San Francisco. It is one of the most, it's a third highest economy expenditures, expenses in the country. And I don't think that includes Hawaii, because I've heard Hawaii is a lot crazier than here. So you just should come out of there and enjoy the world around you and see that people aren't judging people just because they look weird. So, and you guys can actually talk to each other and ask questions and not have to redo the whole course if you ask a question and sit there with a dictionary reading every word you don't understand, because you can't ask anybody, because if you do, you'll get written up for it. You'll get a knowledge report because they think that knowledge is evil. Knowledge is not evil. Knowledge is power, and that's what you need to go through your life is knowledge. So get the heck out of there and join the real world, freaks. Ooh, I'm a little spicy today. Let's see. Where am I? They tricked you, yes. Foghorn for brain fog, toot toot. Pooh Tiggeroo. A question for you. Do you follow ZDT? We don't talk about him in here. Thank you for telling Jen Wow. Now don't bother mentioning him again, please. Okay, just checking. Cool. Thanks for information. Mod for Solomon. Okay, cool. Nice job keeping it clean. No faces. Thank you. Pro Tigaroo. Yes, it is a very cute handle. And nice to see another mod come to say hi and to tell us that something's going on. Thank you. So let's see. That's how I got rid of it. I had my standing, was going to turn the camera around while I was like reveling in all my democracy in action, and didn't do it because I got distracted. Okay. Got distracted with the guy looking out the window in a t-shirt. I didn't read that t-shirt. We got to see what that t-shirt says, because they're wearing those stupid t-shirts now. And it's like, I would like to know why they're wearing stupid t-shirts. You know, trying to be the cool kids, I guess. You know, they always say that. So, I don't know why a t-shirt makes you a cool kid. But then again, I don't know anything about fashion today. I did notice that my manicurist's eyebrows got thinner. She said that thick eyebrows are finally going out. Good. It looked like people were wearing mustaches on their forehead. So there's that. Ew, it's really hot. I'm turning around. Sorry, but it's like, oh my God. So, let's see, the Fugazi building. The Fugazi building turns into the Transamerica building. The Transamerica building morphs into the pyramid because they wanted a big fancy building. The pyramid was given up in 2009 and bought by a developer. The developer is working on making a WeWork type of situation to attract brand new companies. You know, there aren't really any brand new companies starting up in San Francisco right now. And he's going to put a bar on the 52nd floor. So, caterpillars on the floor. They really look like freaking mustaches. It's so weird. So, tourists. I thought you said it was right outside. It's like, that's like saying I thought it was a block away in San Francisco. That's, you can always tell a tourist, because it's I thought you said. Poor tourists. Like, it's only a block away. An Oakland block or a San Francisco block? San Francisco block is usually 2 Oakland blocks put together. So, I am sorry. You've had to come often this week. You know, you shouldn't have to, and you shouldn't have to pay for it either. So, can't help it. It's just, why? It's like, you know, it's, if they're going to charge, they should charge like, you know, memberships or something, not you breathe and you owe us $100. That's not fair. Okay, that public kid is in charge. You're free to go the rest of it. Just leave it like I had to down my finger. Which is funny because he worked last night at a club and it was like, you know, it's always the all cleaned up. So, and Pooh Tigger, Jen has stepped away. Or has she? Did I miss something? Oh, okay. Continue. Okay, Sean, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. So, yes, I did a reset. I was feeling really bad about myself since my crash on Friday, lack of confidence, all this other stuff going on in my head. And then I watched Celine. And that took care of me ever having to be lacking in confidence. Oh my God, watch it. It's amazing. It is like that poor woman. It is the most interesting, like, biography I've seen. And it's like, it's so weird because I saw her when she was opening for Michael Bolton in 1991, when she still looked like a little French Canadian girl. And I just remember after like the first song, everybody just, their mouths were wide open and just looking at each other going, wow, And I remember saying between the two, I don't know how Michael Bolton's actually going to, match to this chick. We might as well go home. It was a birthday present for my roommate. She loved Michael Bolton. And sometimes I used to go to these shows because I thought it was funny. Because, obviously there's some, goth chick with her. And here to watch Michael Bolton. And I used to sing with her in the car to him. So I'm very familiar with him, unfortunately. Ah, okay. Yes, we're figuring out ways to tell our duplicates. Actually would love to know when there's a duplicate of somebody, especially when they're one of my mods. Ooh, look at this. Talk about distraction. Ooh. It just isn't doing it like it's doing in real life. Anyway, whatever I had, now that I didn't have the confidence to do things, I was getting close. I was just like, I'm not good at this. I should get over it. And it was like, after seeing Celine, I am sorry. Wish you could do something else with your life. I know, laughing is a good way to ignore it. So, I know, that's interesting. How do we, unless the person, you know what though, you figure a dupe of someone when they go in and start causing crap. When you've done your circle and you've done what you're done with and nothing's going on and you've said your say, and then someone looks like you comes in and starts causing crap, that's how you should know that it's a double. So, no, it does not belong in a Harry Potter movie. I can't stand Harry Potter. Never been really a fan of it, and her transphobic stuff just drives me crazy. It's like money talks. We can ignore that she's transphobic. It reminds me of a show called The Gilded Age, because that's exactly when it's from. That's why it's the Edwardian era in English history. It is the actually be Victorian and Edwardian. It is from 1880 to 1910, 1915. So that's when this building is from. This is all attached because it wasn't allowed to be put on the building. The building is a historical monument. So, yeah, no one can duplicate one of your mods because you gave your mods specific, oh God, sorry, phone call, crap, because you made a wrench for the mod. It's why ASL suggests folks make him a mod, not because he wants a wrench, but then no one can impersonate him. Bingo. And, well, you have a wrench from me, and I'm not taking it back, woman. You're keeping it. Jen said, FYI, I will never be asking for wrenches. You've got a wrench because I want to know it's you, especially with all this crap going on still. So, yeah, it's another thing for people to be asked for modded. Yeah, ASL having a wrench is probably a good idea because so many people try to imitate them. So yeah, I might actually do that to the important people, like Natalie, because I start my brain up with her in the morning, and she's been doing it at 9 o'clock, and I get up at 8:45, so it's like been perfect. And then she was on today. It was like, okay, now the world has calmed down. And with Marilyn also having the vid, it was like those were my two morning people, and it's like, try not to get distracted. But what did I watch yesterday? I watched 5 hours of a beauty influencer talking about Instagram. Interesting, because he did Photoshop too, and so he was telling me things that I actually sort of knew already, but it was nice to hear it again because of the brain fog. But I didn't really get a focus. I should have been watching Tommy or Reese or something, and that's just because I like them. So yeah, I'm watched. You know I'm watched. Yeah, I know. See, it has been disorienting. Yeah, it's just like I come home and watch something else. And usually it's like I'll drive home. Weirdly enough, it's like I drive home and listen to Nora. And then when I get into the house, maybe Reese, and then from the morning or from the day, and then you, Carrie Ann, because you usually jump in right about the same time I'm eating. So, thank you for subscribing. So it's like I have a way, and if it gets disrupted and I don't go to my Gilded Age and watch it over again, because I can do other things during that, like watch Happy Dogs or something, I just sort of go, hey, what? Yeah, having Natalie on this morning was actually fun. So, and since she's the one who convinced me to get a shower radio and I already had one, it's like the world has changed. I swear to God, it's awesome. You have one too. Pooh. I give everybody nicknames. Oh my God. Is that a pumpkin? I've got to ask. Or is it just a, I don't think it's a pumpkin. It might be. Excuse me. Oh, he's talking. I think it's a pumpkin. I feel so bad for following him. That's what I want. I want a pumpkin. I think it's a cavalier. Gilded Age. So we're following pumpkin. A well-fed pumpkin. Okay, no, he's on the phone. I don't want to bug him. Oh! So, let's talk about your credit. How do you fix your credit? Find out what your credit score is first. Then find out your credit report and make all your credit cards inactive. And the ones you don't have or never knew about, cancel them and talk to them about that you weren't aware of the money they were being taken, and you can get into a settlement of some kind with them, I'm sure. There are probably time frames on it. Freaks. Let's see. The thing was, I already had a shower speaker and I didn't realize it. A shower speaker is just like the outside speaker. I ordered one on deal days at Amazon, and then I went, oh, I wonder if this one is. And that one is, and it's a better one actually. So it's like I now have a little bitty speaker to put on my side of the bed if I'm watching something and I don't want to bug Papa Cat. Because I have to be in the bedroom for him to sleep. So it's so typical. 22 years later and still have to do things we did when we met. So I tried the headset thing, that didn't work. I tried the earbud thing, that didn't work. So now I've got a little bitty speaker that actually might work. So, but we watch, oh my God, Ty's mess tea history. Ty's, oh God, it's on my page, I'm sure. Ty's total mess history. She's got a great voice to fall asleep to, and she talks about the Titanic stuff. So, and it's a lot more, has more of an integrated side to it. So it's like you get to hear about, which I explain, it's like the fancy parts of Oakland, the fancy parts of Brooklyn, because people don't know about it. They, didn't talk about it. So, and the Gilded Age has the fancy parts of Brooklyn, and that's what it was really like. One of these days I'll go into Oakland and show, there's an old Oakland spot, and it's got the beautiful Victorians that were restored. So, but yeah, now I have the shower. I have to make sure I don't extend my showers. I'm always one of those real fast showers, so always late my whole life. So, but when you can hear everything perfectly in your shower, it drives you crazy. You just, so it's neat and I love it. And now I have a little one for next to the bed, and it's like, it's easier that way because I never go to sleep the same time he does. Sometimes I can do it before him, but most of the time I'm after him and I have to listen to something as I go to sleep. So that's part of the CSA in my world, is I have to have something on 24 hours a day, unfortunately. So I heard you close the doors in the back. Oh, wow, look, the ghosts left me a one in the front. So don't you want to be out here enjoying yourself and feeling the democracy in action and, you know, participating in things that can make you happy instead of having to sit there and make money for the little one? I mean, the whole place shouldn't be about that. I see you closing the door. And now you're just standing there. You should probably move. It isn't the end of the world if you listen to me and you're not going to go to hell. But then again, you're not religious, so you don't have a hell, right? I am not the devil because I don't believe in the devil. So I can't exist if I don't believe in me. How's that? So you guys should come out here and experience the real world, or the world that's really going on outside, as opposed to the world you make when you're inside, or existing on a level of Scientology all engulfing you like fire. So that way you can see what the difference is between your reality and our reality. It's a good thing to come and experience somebody else's reality occasionally to see if maybe you exist in the wrong reality. If you've been in long enough and are not achieving enlightenment, maybe you should go find somewhere else to achieve enlightenment. I know it costs a lot of money to do it here, but you know, then you can say you've paid your dues more or less, and so you can find true enlightenment somewhere else. There are so many places to find enlightenment around the Bay Area. Trust me. We are the center of enlightenment. That's why I don't even understand why there's a Scientology club here, because there are so many places to become part of real enlightenment around the Bay Area. We were known for it, you know, with all of our yoga and swamis and Buddhism and all the flavors of all the things, because people found San Francisco some kind of leveling and energy filled city. So it's hard to compete with that. So think why maybe you're not getting a lot of people, because, you know, we have other enlightenments that are a lot more interesting than here. And it doesn't take you having to carry a dictionary with you to read. And it doesn't take having a usurper come in and take advantage of you guys and charge for everything that you do. That's just not correct. So, you know, he wasn't even a trusted friend of his when he passed on. He was a usurper. He came in, he took over, he took names and kicked ass, but the problem was he didn't do it correctly. So, and he never found out about OT 9 or 10. And so, of course, they say it doesn't exist now. And if it did exist, it'd be with the other guy that he, you know, flew under the radar and took his place. I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me. So, you know, so you might want to think about things like that and getting out. The church won't collapse without you. You won't die of pneumonia. We've got 5 major trauma centers around here. And even if you don't have insurance, you can walk into an emergency room anywhere. They have to treat you. So, you know, them saying that you can't get, you know, medical here, which is a lie, and you should look at medical. Think about all the people that die of cancer around you, or die of long-term diseases that they didn't know about until they were so long-term they only survived a year. That's not what you're supposed to do. A lot of things are curable nowadays. A lot of things you will last longer for. And you're not allowed to know that because you're not allowed to have access to medical. And it makes it really hard by not being on a medical plan on top of that. That's not a way to get enlightened either, is to close yourself off of the rest of reality with your own reality, thinking you can use your reality to shove it down their throats. It doesn't work that way. People do not want to believe in things they don't want to believe. And you guys don't want to believe that we are actually not evil beings, I guess. With all your thetans running around and all those souls, why would they pick only people that have nothing to do with the world to be the people walking around? Isn't that a decent question to ask? Why would evil beings be in bodies instead of floating around like the rest of the thetans? That's a question you should think about, or might want to think about. I shouldn't tell you what you should or shouldn't be thinking. You just might want to contemplate some of this, because it's a little bit makes you wonder. So, and if a lot of people haven't been cleared here, then maybe it's not the right way to do it. Maybe you guys should find a different way to do it. And I just said should again. You might want to look into a different way of doing it, since the way you're doing it now doesn't seem to be making any big pathway into our part of existence. So might want to look into it, study it. There's nothing wrong with sociology, right? That's not psychology. You can study sociology and see what maybe you guys aren't doing right to get to us, or find out why we're not why we don't agree with what you're doing. You can do it like that. You can look at it that way. Go to a library and read a book. I didn't think sociology was bad. So to look it up and just ponder questions that you can ask yourself. There's nothing wrong with asking yourself questions, right? Just a question. No, I'm not invoking somebody else. Please, God, no. Freaks. What time is it? Even though I still don't have to get him a cookie, because we still have a ton of pastry at home. It's my brethren, my people in black. She has a big gold sequin backpack. Summertime. What did I lose my people? Nobody's talking anymore? Nobody loves me. Oh my God, nobody loves me. So, yeah, I think I might just stop here. I feel like I've run out. I'm a little bit hotter than I expected to be. There's not a wind roaming around here. And with the weird day I've had, it's going to get weirder on the way home, and I'm going to wish I had the newer car, because I don't like running the air conditioner in the older car. But if it's in the financial district, we have some good wind tunnels, so I've got that going for us. So I think I'm gonna end it. I don't know who to raid, because I don't know who's on now, and my one who knows how to raid is preoccupied at the moment. So guys, we'll have to look at sptv.space to see who's running, who's doing a live right now. I know it's far off and everybody's probably a little distracted, and I'm a half an hour off. So everybody have a good time. I will see you tomorrow at 2. I'll make sure I'm here at 2. So ciao bellas.